Hello everyone, my name is Marissa and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to carve a pumpkin. Carving pumpkins is a fun activity for Halloween or just fall in general. You can really do this at any time. The things you're going to need are of course a pumpkin. I just got this small one for the sake of the demonstration, but you can get any size of course. Then something sharp that can carve the pumpkin. I got this knife at Walmart for 99 cents. And then this is optional, but I prefer to draw out my design on my pumpkin, so you can use a pen or a marker, but you really don't have to if you don't want to. And then you're going to need something that can scrape out the seeds and guts of the pumpkin, so I'm going to use a fork. And also you're going to need a bowl so that you can put the guts and seeds inside it. So the first step in carving a pumpkin is getting the seeds and guts out. So to do that, you're just going to use your knife to carve a circle in the top of the pumpkin. So I'm going to just start right here. You don't want to make the circle too big, just because then you're not going to have much room to actually carve your design. I think it's important that you have a sharp knife because a dull knife will make it really difficult to actually carve all the way through the pumpkin, and that's pretty important. So once you finish carving the circle, you can either take it with the stem and try to pull it out, or I usually just push it in like this. Just use my knife to get the top back out. So there we go. And you do want to keep the top so that you can close it later on. And I usually just start cutting the seeds and stuff off the top first. So there's the top, and you do want to keep it. Now the next step is to get all the seeds and guts out, and I'm going to use my fork to just start scraping and pouring into my bowl. There's no real technique in doing this. You could use your hands if you wanted, but I prefer the fork because I think it's more thorough. Once you're finished, it should look like this. It's really empty. I have all my guts and seeds left. And the next step would be deciding your design and drawing it on. So I'm going for a really traditional design. It's one that I pretty much did every year as a kid, but I always really liked it because I thought it was funny. So yeah, I'll show you that in a second. So this is the design I'm going with. And basically I'm just gonna start carving. I tend to try to be really careful just because if you try to be quick about it, you'll cut too much. So I try to take it slow and steady. So this is what mine looks like after carving it. I'm gonna wash the leftover marker off really quick. So this is my finished product. I'm really happy with how it turned out. You could add a candle, but I couldn't really find one that was small enough for this pumpkin. That's okay, you don't really have to have one. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching my demonstration on how to carve a pumpkin.